Today we are excavating for our parking lot. Just a small quick job. There are a lot of power cables there, so that is the only downside. So me and Carl was there yesterday and found all the power cables, so we have that in place. So today it should be only excavating for down to the right level. Okay, so this is the place we are excavating for the parking lot, and as you can see, yesterday we were here excavating carefully so we can find all the cables. So we found some over here that wasn't marked, but you can see they are cut off, and one is going in the same place as here, and this one is going out. And at the edge here there are some telephone cables, and right along these markings on the asphalt here and through the whole dig site under this there are some cables for internet. So it's a lot of stuff to watch out for when we are excavating. But today I put my laser over there between the cars, and I am now mounting the 2D excavating system on the excavator. The 2D system lets me know exactly what depth I have at the bucket in any position. We will see when we get in the machine. But first it's just installing the sensors on the machine. You can see all these holders here are for the sensors. So I have 4 on the machine and 1 on the bucket, because this is a tilting bucket. So I have 1 more sensor for that one also. And right here is the gyro sensor that is letting the software know if the machine is tilting and stuff like that. So it's really nice. And right here we are activating 30 centimeters down from that position. So, and that's around the height here. So if I'm using the system all the way, I won't have any problems with going too deep and hitting the cables, because there are no cables grounder than 30 centimeters here, except that one though. And those. But we see them, so there shouldn't be any problems. So okay, let's just start installing the system, and we will do a little calibration test and everything, and we will see that everything is okay, because I haven't used it yet this year. So this is the system. It's a Digpilot. So I have this screen. This goes into it's a computer screen. It goes into the excavator, and this is all the sensors that we are putting on the machine. So all the sensors are marked where they are going. So this one is going for the arm, the bucket linking, roll pitch, and then we have the boom. And you can see the arm also has the laser sensor. So this will catch the laser from the other side of the street. So the reason I put the laser on the other side of the street was because I'm loading the truck that is standing where the camera is, and then this face of the boom will be pointing downwards often. So that's what. Tighten this nut down a little bit. You see it's moving. That's not a good thing when it's a sensor. Yep, it was only the screw that was a little bit loose. So okay, then it's just the last one, and that's for the tilt. So see, it was the other side. There we have the connection under here. So Okay, so then it's just installing the tilt sensor. Nej, han var ju större annars. Det stämmer inte så. Okay, let's power it up. Let's see. Okay, now the computer is powering up. Okay, and here we have the menu in Norwegian, and we will just start excavating. And then we have the bucket type. It's a tilt bucket. Yes, we are using the laser for reference. And no, we are not using the old one. We are excavating a level plane, and then we are using the laser, and we are using a reference height. Okay, and then it wants the reference height, so let's get that. Okay, so for height we're going 30 centimeters under this level. So then we will first find the level with laser. Okay, so we have it there at 7 centimeters plus. So then we have 10, 20, 30 centimeters. And let's see. You can see we are actually going 5 centimeters under here, but it doesn't matter because it's 10, 15 centimeters with gravel. So then this level is set. So for putting this into the machine, we need to measure the distance from the laser to the right height. And it's 102 centimeters. So 1.02 centimeters or meters. And it's just next. Okay, and then we have to turn around and find the laser with the laser beam with the sensor. Excavator up on the screen. So let's control it with C. Is the bucket working? As it's moving, okay. And we should have the reference height right there. See, we have 0.1 centimeters, the same as the laser was telling us. So then the system is working and we are ready for start excavating. Load the truck afterwards. Okay, that was a quick, easy job. Made real easy with the machine control for the excavator. So now everything is packed back in the suitcase. And we are ready to go and get the trailer and get the excavator. Okay, so filming this screen was really difficult, but at an angle now we can see the corner, and in this corner is where I have the picture of the excavator. We can pull the menu away, you can see the excavator, and we can also see the tilt on the bucket up in the corner here when I have the tilt bucket. So you can see if I tilt the bucket, it also tilts on the screen. And you can also see right there, my measuring point is now on the left tip of the bucket, so all the way on the end. So we can see here, we are tilting, and the computer is also tilting the bucket, so it's really nice. You also get a view of the excavator, how it looks. So if I push the boom out, you can see it goes out on the excavator. So now I'm actually at home because it was so difficult filming the screen when we were doing the work, so I just gave up. But as we see now, I put the bucket down on the ground, just right there, and now I have put software for reference height. So that means that I have one locked height I want to use, so I just use a reference point. So right now I'm putting this as my reference point, and if I just now push the reference, and it tells me to have the screen on my mark, and then OK. So I have my reference from that point, and you can see we are at 0. And if I lift up the bucket, I'm over. So this ball is telling me I need to go down there, and on the mark again. And the same then, if I pull backwards on the stick, now I will go deeper because I'm using one hand filming. You can see we are moving the stick, and we are going down. So, and it will keep this even now if I turn around. Now we can check what height do we have in front of the garage here, and we are 5 centimeters higher than behind the machine. You can see this is the position of the machine, this is the position of the bucket, and let's see, we have 0.06. Okay, and we are putting the left corner down, and it was about there. Maybe I did go a little bit too deep, but you can see 0.6. It's now referencing the left corner of the bucket. So it's really nice. It makes the job a lot easier when you are running the excavation all alone and don't have anyone helping you with the laser and stuff. And you also have the possibility, as I explained in the other workplace, with the laser, and you can use laser as reference. But the main important thing is that every time you track the machine anywhere, if you're tracking, then you need to calibrate it again for the new reference points. One other nice feature is it saves the buckets I got. So if I go here on bucket, I have the tilt bucket, I have the grading beam, I have a grading bucket, and I have the excavating bucket. That's for this excavator, for the Terex. I can also use more excavators. Let's see, here we can go in the menu and we can choose more excavators. Now I just have the Terex here, but if I, for example, want to put this system on the Kobelco, I can do that. I can just take these sensors and move them over to the Kobelco, and I can use the same software on both machines, and I can switch between them and everything. But the machine I'm mainly using this for, because this is more for bigger grading jobs, it's the Terex. So this is the system. As you can see, here we have the sensor for the boom. It's easy to remove, just spread these out and push it up, and then you have the sensor with you. And this is the sensor with the laser, and this is for the bucket link, and the bucket is, yeah, you've seen it. And earlier you can see these markings here is from the last grading system I had. That was the magnet that you just put on, and you have to keep this one level. It was a light on the laser that would tell me it was level, but you need to keep the bucket in the same position all time. So I just made a mark over here that would let me know when I was in the same position, because this one moves with the bucket. So I had the line here, and when I saw that, I knew the bucket was in the same position. It was pretty great, but on these small excavators it was a bit difficult, because you got so short reach, especially when you need to keep this one in the level position all the time. You don't have much to work with, so it was a little bit difficult using, but this is much better. And the Digpilot system comes in one suitcase with everything you need for leveling everything off. When you are installing it the first time, you have all this equipment for measuring and everything, so it's pretty nice. It's room for all the sensors, for the charger, stuff under the charger, the screen and everything, so it's easy to transport, and if you need it on another excavator, it's easy to take along with you. So, pretty nice system.